Hello, everybody. It is that time again. It is your host, DragonsFury. This time with the one, the only ApolloBlack. Say hello, good
Hello,
sir.
everybody.
Um, we are having a fun little discussion of some Naruto classic moments because that is our bonding show. That was the foundation of our friendship. So
Facts.
it's always good to do a video about that with you. Don't worry, guys. You will have a regular episode with Infernal too. This is just a bonus, so you get a two for this week. Infernal,
And
like
for a good
I
time.
didn't throw him to the wind. He's still around. So you guys will have a bonus to it. So that being said, tell the people how you've been, because it's been a while since we've done a collab. So how's it been?
I've been good. Basically, just been on a little mini vacation because mental health. But went to New Jersey, went to a camping resort with my children and her and my wife for to see her side of the family. Um, Came back and started doing like mobile live streams. Get ready with me, and just been doing good. Just been doing good. Literally, been getting all the. My son finally got diagnosed, so we've just been doing that. We've been dealing with all the getting the therapy ready, getting all the doctors, all the therapists who are going to come to the house, everything ready for him to just be like good now.
Right. That's good. That's good. Always nice to have a fun update of at least some progress in a positive direction. So that's always good.
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, it's been good. It's been positive, and just been having fun. And then you invited me here, so I'm even more. I'm having even more fun now.
We're
Sorry,
having even
slurring.
more fun. It's like, all right. So this, we were chatting before we started. This, as all of my episodes and titles for our long-term fans and our new people, everything starts with something that pissed me off. That is just the state of things. Somebody made me mad, and I
Okay.
was seeing a lot of anime hot takes of late. And I don't know if that's just
Okay.
me and my algorithm and what I chose to watch when it's not 18 plus related content.
Very
Then
nice.
I'm like, I'm not sure, but it just had me thinking. I was like, you know what, let's do some anime stuff that isn't me just fully ranting on people. So we're gonna have some fun reminiscing on moments in Naruto that were funny to you or just in general, but weren't meant to be funny. So they weren't necessarily the comedic moments, but they were funny because we have a messed up sense of humor. Um,
I have a good one for that. Like that first one that pops into my mind because it was a super serious moment, and Naruto's like, "I figured it out. I know exactly how we're gonna beat this lady."
yep.
The scene is in the Fourth Great Ninja War with Kaguya, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Obito, and Kakashi, and
Mm,
they're in the magma universe, and they're literally about to fail. They're about to die. They're about to fall into lava, and Naruto's like, "I got it. No other jutsu can hit her, right?" And Sasuke's like, "Yeah." And nothing can touch her, right? Yeah. Then I got the perfect move to hit her with. And Sasuke's like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "I'm gonna do that thing. I've been practicing this jutsu for years, ever since I was a kid. And if you follow Naruto, you're like, oh, wait, this is a serious moment. How can that like? How are you connecting the dots?" So then Sasuke's like, "Don't do it," and Naruto's like, "I'm gonna do it," and he goes into super sexy reverse harem jutsu, and Kaguya just stops and looks at him and blushes, and then he punches her, and Sakura's like, "That doesn't work," and he's like, "It worked."
yeah, yeah.
That's the funny thing because it was the most serious moment, and Naruto's just like, "I got the ultimate jutsu. I'm the strongest character in the universe. I got it. Sexy jutsu." And then I get the punch her, caught
It's
her off
just
guard.
completely off guard. Yes, no, that was very, very hilarious. And so going deeper in that one, I think that was the only I think that one was even funnier than the normal times that he's pulled that with him, because everyone else is like getting, you know, flustered and blushed because it's like, oh, you are the, you know, basically the other side of the attractiveness scale or whatnot. But with like Kaguya, it wasn't so much of the fact that she was like, oh, it's sexy dudes. No, it's more of, why are my children naked? Like, that's what it was. It was just like, wait, what?
Like, what? Wait, whoa?
Like, what? Why are my kids naked? Where your clothes at?
And she gets snuffed in the face.
It just get decked in the face. It was funny. So yes, same. So as more come to your mind, be saying, my first one that started this whole like downward spiral of a rabbit hole was when Datara met Itachi for the first time. And it's just this whole scene of him just going out, just being like, I'm the greatest. I'm just like this super duper, I am the reason why people know the word art level of a spiel. About to show himself, he's like, I got you. Like, you ain't even know what was going on, and I'm already got you ready to go, boom. And then Kasame just hits him with the, you might want to look again, my dog.
You might want to look down. Itachi standing in the light, just
like, yeah. And then, yeah, that was the other half of it. It's just now he just gets this whole fantasized, like, look. Like, Big Dog is just standing there. Like, not even posturing. He's just standing there. And Datara's having this whole mental fantasy in his head. And I was like, I've never seen a grown man fangirl after almost blowing himself up.
Facts. Like, he was just like, that is art. And like, Itachi's just staring down at him, just like, you're in the Gen, you do know you're about to blow yourself up, right? And he's just like, oh my God.
It's like, God. And he's like, wait, when did it happen? The second you looked at him, my guy.
The second, when your eyes lifted from the ground and you scoped out both of them, you were done. You're trapped.
It was over. That, like, Itachi was so potent and so, like, nonchalant about it. It was so funny because it wasn't, Itachi never was, like, overconfident. He is one of the baddest motherfuckers in Genjutsu.
Yep.
But he treated everyone like, there's a strong possibility that, like, you can still fuck my shit up, so I'm still gonna take you serious. Like, I'm not letting my guard down. Like, again, fucked up sense of humor. When he's going against Kakashi, and Kakashi is like, I'm the only one that he can eat, like, remotely stands a chance. Yeah. And he's like, you're right.
I was gonna say that as my next scene.
I was like, you're right. You're absolutely right. And because of that, I'm going to make you fucking regret that decision, Kakashi. Like, I'm going to disrespect you in the most respectful way.
What's even funnier than that is, if you go deep into the lore, like, we know Itachi trained himself. We know he was, like, one of the best Anbu units. But people forget that Kakashi was his leader in most of the first missions when Itachi got accepted to the Anbu Force. Kakashi taught Itachi. So for Itachi to be, after all this time, and he just, like, still get the one-up on the guy who taught him everything?
Yeah.
And then for Kakashi to, like, when he's walking in, like, one of the scenes when they're in the Anbu room, like, the locker room, and they all, like, these two, it was, like, I think Danzo and somebody else confront Itachi, and Kakashi's like, you don't want to mess with that. That's Itachi Uchiha. He's been accepted since the age of 11. And everybody's like, wait, what? Yeah. Don't even look at him.
Don't even look at him. don't even. It's like, don't, like, you already did, so you might already be in trouble, but, like, don't look at him.
I think that has to be the funny, consistent joke throughout the entire series, even in his death. Because when you first get introduced to Itachi, Kakashi's like, he's the fastest hand sign weaver in the world. Oh, also, don't look at his eyes. Look at his feet. And then they have to introduce Might Guy to fight Itachi, because Guy fights by looking at your feet.
Yeah.
But then when they introduce Itachi again, it's with Orochimaru's storyline. And Orochimaru's trying to take Itachi's body, and Itachi's just standing there like, you're never going to have an Uchiha's body. And he's just trying to reach for his eyes. What up, Riot? Bye, Riot.
Bye, Riot.
But he's just trying to reach for his eyes, and Itachi's like, you're not gonna get my eyes. Like,
No, so some of the funniest like running jokes funny was Itachi, like everyone knows like who he is and it's like avoid him, but like somehow the ego is still there. They're like, oh well, we know all these things about him, we know how to deal with him. No, the fuck you don't.
no, you can't.
You can't. And the people who can, he knows that, so he's like, I'm not running. Like when Mike Guy shows up, he's just like, Kasame, I would be very careful with him. Like, very, very careful. Like, he's going to run you the fade if you're not careful. Like, that, like, because it's, again, these are the people who he, like, grew up with. So he's like, I know damn well what that motherfucker's capable of. And that was back when I was a jit. Like, there's no telling what he can do now. Like, so, like, based off of previous knowledge of what Mike could do, he's like, don't fuck around, Kasame. Like, don't fuck around.
even darker spin on it. This entire time, he's sick.
Right.
He's whooping all your asses, and he's dying.
He's dying. Like,
he is dying, and he's giving you the fade. He's giving you the one by himself.
And he's literally dying.
He took on Jiraiya. For example, when he took on Jiraiya, Jiraiya's like, oh, I can't fuck with this guy, but I know how to handle him. I'm going to use Toad Jutsu, because then I won't have to touch him. I won't have to look at him. And Itachi's like, no, I'm going to burn you to the ground. He's burn everything and escape. And then he's like, no more chakra for the rest of the day.
Yep.
But then he's sitting there meditating, conjuring a fucking physical being to rip the one tail out of Gaara. You don't have chakra, but you just ripped the demon out of a kid.
Yeah, he's like, no, he budgeted the chakra. He budgeted it out. He's like, all right, we got the ceremony one. Okay, we got to put that aside. Ooh, that Toad one really did a number on me. But again, it was never like, oh, I'm better than you. It was okay, no, I'm not fucking with this shit.
Yeah.
Like, no, fuck this. Burn the bitch.
But it's funny how when you watch that scene, Jiraiya warns Naruto of everything. And of course, Naruto already knows what's going on because they're after him. But Itachi takes the time to warn Kisame. This is Jiraiya, one of the Toad Sanin. Don't get close to him.
Yeah.
And Jiraiya's like, Kisame's like, I can take... Don't get close.
It's like, don't make me tell your ass again.
And Jiraiya's like, I have to get sort of close, but I have to stay far away. So Toad the whole room. Let's start absorbing people and separating each other apart. And Itachi's like, okay, you got me, but I also got you. Fire.
It's like, so, like, have you ever thought of fire everywhere?
Everywhere. And then Jiraiya's like, one up that. I'm going to seal your fire away so I can research it for the rest of my life now.
Yeah. Okay.
To this day, no solution has been brought up.
Of course, because no matter what you do, that was like the joy. Is like I was having this conversation with one of my other friends yesterday. Like a long conversation. It was great stuff of various like in universe situations that it's like. And we were talking about Orochimaru, and it was like how Orochimaru's back in the village in Boruto, just kind of like doing whatever the fuck he pleases still, but he's still
like
under
he's allowed
like
to do whatever he wants.
And so we were talking about that, and I was like, it's because they don't have a choice. Orochimaru, who's been doing what the fuck he's damn well pleased since he was able to. You either accept the terms of the motherfucker who said, hey, I want to come back home and I'll play nice, or you just let him run rampant and he fucks everything up. I'm letting the guy come back home. Like,
even darker joke to that, because Naruto says in one of the episodes, oh, he's back in the village on good terms. He's under surveillance and we have him monitoring 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The one guy securing him is the one guy that's scared of him, also the one guy he created. Like, do you not see the plot hole in that? He still has, even though you broke Yamato of that curse, he still has some control over Yamato. Yamato is a clone Zetsu with Hashirama's first cells. He made Yamato. Yeah. You don't think like one day he's gonna be like, oh, I need to escape. Yamato shut down.
he's just be like, not even escape, is like, I'm gonna go for a walk. hold that thought. And Yamaso's just standing there in like a weird genjutsu, and he just comes back. He was like, what?
But even that, every time you see Yamato in the little behind the scenes following Orochimaru, he's shaking, scared, and following from like 800 feet behind him.
Right.
And Orochimaru's like, you good?
You good, dog?
We're in the open. Well, I'm not going to do anything in the open. Like,
another thing of like a hilarious, like he has a whole ass kid now.
Yeah.
He went so far
creation too.
Right, yeah, it's another clone, but he went so far left that he came back on the other side that he was like, you know what? I'm gonna try now? I'm gonna try being a parent. And I'm gonna see.
Hey, failed at that too.
I was like, let's see how that goes. Let's experiment. Let's see how being a parent is, and like letting him be his own person. Like, I'm not going to like step in. I'm just gonna be like, and it was like, it was a clip of Mitsuki, like they're going on like a field trip or something, and he like needs a permission slip, and he's like asking Orochimaru, it was like, so are you my mom or my dad? And it was just like, both.
Both. But also, I created.
It was like, yeah, in every version of the sense, like I created you.
I took the dragon egg cell, I put my sperm in it, then I put some white Zetsu, then I put Kirin, Jugo, Suigetsu, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sage Mode inside of you from Jiraiya. You're the best of all people.
It was like, yeah, so I put a little bit of your aunts and uncles in here. I think your cousin's in here. Technically, that's your other sister. Like, we're just, yeah.
By the way, there's another clone, technically your older brother, guarding the secrets of your Sage Jutsu, but I erased your memory and erased his too, but then that one went rampant and went on his own.
And he was on saying, it was like, you know, kids will be kids.
Yeah, right? And then let me introduce my son to the other son. And the other son's like, let him choose his own path. You fucked up with one, don't do it again. And Orochimaru's like, excuse you?
It's like, well, damn.
I just want the sage eggs. Why? So you can make more Mitsukis? No. Then why do you want them? Can't tell you.
Can't tell you.
That right there is like, are you starting another war? Are you trying to create the perfect Zetsu this time? Like, why do you need the eggs? You already have two children.
Eggs? You already have them. It's so funny.
And both of them are perfect. Both of them mastered Sage Mode to the fact that they can destroy any jutsu in their Sage mode. He's like, come on, bro. Like, you're doing too much.
He is
doing too much.
Too much. And I was like, explain that to him.
Orochimaru, who's been so strong, but at like the peak of, let me not go there because I know somebody's going to kick my ass one day, but also I'm immortal and I can just do whatever the fuck I want.
Yep, the consistency. It's the I can do whatever the fuck I want, but I'm not stupid. Like, I know I'm not invincible. I'm immortal, not invincible. Like, I can still catch these ass-handing, like, to all of the times he's had to get new bodies. He has caught a freaking L, and he's like, whew, shit, let's not do that again.
And then two of those L's, or multiple of those L's, were to the Uchiha brothers.
Yep. I was like, I really need to stop fucking with him. And so then he goes and he's like, all right, I'm going to stop fucking with him, and I'm going to just start following him and see what kind of trouble we can get into.
Yeah. Like, that's not even worse. Now you're a 70-year-old man following around Sasuke, a 30-year-old guy, and he's just like, you're still here? I'm just observing. I told you I was gonna sense the war. I'm gonna observe you.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just here to watch. Don't mind me, just watch it.
Like, okay, Diddy.
Right? Like, it was
like,
so...
You just want to watch me roam the world? Yes. Why?
Yes.
I don't know.
It was like, I don't know. Because you're a very interesting fellow. Like, you've done all of this random ass shit to get the whole point. You get to your point, and then you go and leave again? I'm very intrigued.
What are you learning that I haven't learned in my immortality?
Like, right?
What's the key here?
It was like, what am I missing?
What I see is your body.
Right?
Your eyes, I want them.
It was like, your eyeballs, I want them. Especially... Can we talk about the underlying joke that isn't like, it isn't a joke, but it's hilarious to me. They have some of the most absurd advanced science in that world. Like,
Yes.
absolute flawless eye transplants, no rejection whatsoever. And it's just like, you guys are literally picking
Attaching
people's
body parts back with no nerve loss or anything and full connectivity again.
Yep, just boop. Just, let me take that. Actually, put that one over there. Put that one. It's like, Homeboy has a whole arm of them,
Full of eyes,
full of eyeballs, just full of eyeballs, and
like,
they all work. And it's just like, ew, like, you guys are gross. But then at the same time, they disregard this, right? It's like, oh, hey, Russian Shuriken, right? Hey, his whole, like, nervous system and chakra, like, everything about him is fucking broken. Like,
Yep.
everything's broken. Like, I can't even fix this, and I'm pretty great. It's friggin' Tsunade. It's like, I'm pretty great. Everything in here is broken. His nerves are broken, his chakra network is broken, his bones are broken, everything's broken. What happened? And they tell him, it was like, oh yeah, it's this juice. It was like, yeah, something that bad and that strong to do this is definitely fucking up the person holding it. Okay. Yeah, make sure he never uses that again. Got it. Proceeds to use it the second he gets a chance to.
And this time, no damage done to my arm.
0 damage, and I'm throwing 4 of them.
Oh, the next time I introduce it, I'm throwing them and expanding them.
Yep, I'm gonna make it bigger.
No damage taken to my arm.
It's like, ooh, that hurts me? Okay, it won't hurt me now. Wait, what have you changed? Nothing.
Well, technically, the secret is he throws it instead of holding it now. He was taking damage to his arm because he refused to throw it because he didn't think he could throw the Rasen Shuriken.
Right.
Because he thought the Rasen Shuriken was another Rasengan.
Yeah.
Until you learn that you're doing opposite forces into your own hand.
So, okay, so technically he hot potatoed it, and he was like, okay, before it gets too hot, then I'm gonna eat it. Alright. But
going to your point about, like, the damage taken and a joke being it. Obito, I have a hole in my chest. I'm still alive. Black Zetsu rips my eye out. I automatically start dying. Excuse me? You just had a hole in your chest from Kakashi of the Shidori, the lightning blade. But Zetsu taking away your eye to give back to Madara is what kills you.
Yeah, that it was his eye. That's where it's like a lich. That's where his phylactery was. It was in his eyeball. Like that was, it wasn't in his body. It was his eye.
And both parts that were hit were also the parts that were fused with Zetsu. So it wasn't even Obito's real body. But somehow you die. I don't get it. Had a hole in my chest, lived the whole fight scene. Zetsu's like, from behind, oh, I need your eye.
I'm dead. He's like, oh no, I'm dead. One of the most infuriating episode scenes of, like, why are you making women useless in this show? Like, I hate it. Because it's like, when the guy who was just giving you the meanest fade says, hey, I need you to bust my shit up. Like, I'm gonna let you bust my shit up. Because the outcome is going to be a lot worse than what's happening right now. And this is the time, like, I got, like, 3 strong seconds of control. I got 3 strong seconds. I need you to do what you need to do, like, in this moment. And for all intents and purposes, Sakura was fast enough. Why? Why'd you let her let that opportunity go? Yes, the story's going to change a little bit. Madara's still going to be running the meanest fade out there. He's still going to be rerunning that fade. Oh, now he doesn't have perfect form. Oh no, he's still whipping everyone's ass out there. Give us a chance, my guy.
And what I love about that topic, out of the entire series, I know Itachi aura farming, Naruto being the main character, I think the biggest joke ever was Madara. Like, he came out I'm the perfect fucking shinobi god. Wrecks everybody. 3 kids come out and destroy his shit. And then not even for that, Kaguya got mad from inside of him, watching him get his ass kicked. That she's like, okay, my son, Black Zetsu, rip him open, summon me, go get my eyes. I'm taking over again. For her to come out and be like, pew, out of his stomach. And Madara's just like, was that all just for that? And Hashirama's just like, I'll handle you in a moment. You're gonna die either way now. And now there's a real threat.
Right?
You clearly weren't the threat.
You clearly weren't the threat. But Hashi was like that before. Like, Madara is... They were best friends. And you can't convince me otherwise. They were best friends, and...
No. I'm sorry. They were lovers. I'm just gonna point that out.
If you're not a little gay with your best bud, then what are you?
Madara never had kids after his loss with Hashirama. Just saying, I know it's not like canon. Madara was in love with Hashirama.
Yes, he was. That was the homie. That was the boy. That was his soulmate. Unfortunately, Hashi is like, I'm tired of your shit and your toxic behavior. You stole my boy, but I'm gonna need you to not, right? Like, I'm gonna need you to not. Like, you've caused me so many problems. Can you just peacefully go now? Like...
And even that, peacefully leave. You caused too many problems. I've been here to clean up your problems. Oh, I'm gonna come back, create a bigger problem, still get my ass kicked by Hashirama.
Yeah, because you're still not better than your boy. Like, you weren't better than him. And he knew that. But that's why he was back and so excited. He was like, oh, a real fight. My boy's back. It's like, it's been so long. You link back up into the lobby, but you guys never were on the same team. You were always fighting each other. And he's like, yeah, a real challenge. And Hashi's just like, not right now, you dickwad.
For real. You started this war. I'll deal with you later after I deal with that mess you got.
It's like, we've both been reanimated. You ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Fuck your shit. I gotta go deal with this shit again. And then he pouts.
At the same time, like, no lie, Hashira told him, sit out of this. Let me deal with the Ten Tails and Obito. Madara jumps into the fight with a clone. Okay, Obito, what are we gonna do now? I think we should use the Ten Tails and blow everything up. Deal. Let's do it. He's sitting on top of the Ten Tails. I just told you to sit out.
I just told you to sit your ass down. I told you to sit your ass down.
I wanted a fight.
Now I gotta whip out the wooden Buddha of ass whoopings.
I just love that. Though Hashirama and Madara were the biggest joke, but all seriousness aside, just Madara coming in, flexing for aura farming everything, and then getting his ass beat to find out that he was being manipulated the entire time. That just icing on the cake for that one. But I think another great moment, comedic relief, is Guy himself. Anytime Kisame is on screen. Do you remember me? Who are you again? We fought 4 times. We fought 4 times?
Shit.
And you're still here, though?
Still here?
I guess I'm not doing my job as the beautiful beast.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, to be fair, each time they fought, Kasame was basically gone, right? Like, when he's, like, when Guy's literally standing over him.
Yeah.
Boy is flattened in the water. Do something I don't like. Does it. Chest in your back. Chest in your back. Gone, right? Oh. Then Kasame is just like, well, I'm not getting out of this. Kills himself, right? And they're like, all right, cool. Then, then he shows up later or whatever, which was another funny moment when he's chilling in Samihara, which was a hilarious relationship, might I add.
Yeah.
To be broken up with because he liked different seafood is hilarious. He really said, I went from shark to octopus because octopus tastes better. That's exactly what the fuck happened. And I was like, that is hilarious to be broken up with your weapon.
Yeah, like the sword chooses the wielder. No, I choose Octopus. I'm gonna go with him. His chakra is better. He tastes better. You're toxic.
It's like, you're toxic. Like, I've always been, like, you always wanted me to be like a trophy wife, and I've always been skinny and whatever. And then over here, I'm eating good. Like, look how big I got. Like,
For real, look how thick I am.
Like, I got thick over here with him. Like, Samihana was the pettiest ass. And then
out of all the swords, though, the one sword that had an entity inside of it, because all of them are alive in some way.
In some way, yes.
Like Tojiro's Chakara's blades are chakra-infused life, but the one with sentient life is just like, nah, fam, I'm eating good.
I'm eating so good. But then takes him back, right? It was like, okay, you can stay here for a little bit, like I'm not leaving my new man, but like, what, you can crash on the couch or something, all right? And so when freaking Naruto gets finally gets Sage like settled, and he starts getting the whole like, it's like waking up in the middle of the night, checking your phone, and all the updates start coming through, and he's just like, what the fuck is going on? And then sees the update is like from something like recent, and he looks, and he's like, so you thought you could hide from me still, don't you? And he's like, what? And then he's like, ah, shit, I've been discovered. It's like the side dude got found out. Like,
and then for Yamato to be like, that's not even a level of sensory ninja. How can he do that? And Kisami's like, he surpassed even the Sage's sensory mode, which means he's developed a new empathy mode to sense hatred. Wait a minute. So now you can infuse empathy with chakra and create a whole new line network? You just became your own sensory ninja because you wanted to.
Essentially. But like, I think what they were trying to like equate it to was that like he became so in tuned with like nature, and that it's like,
yeah,
that's everything that like permeates like the energy that we just permeate as beings.
Yeah. He's now sense yin and yang like Madara.
Yeah, he's now able to be like, oh, okay. Huh. And he's like, shit. And then like, yeah, but like, oh my god. And
I really like that, and I know this is a side note from going from joking to serious, but I liked how they canon that every time. After Naruto learned it with Kisame, every time he went into cloak mode, he sensed a little bit more of negativity every time Madara was about to be introduced into the fight.
Yeah.
Until Madara was summoned, and he was like, there's a lot of hatred coming from this direction. Like, people are dying. I feel it now. Inside here, I feel it now.
Yeah.
And then Yamato and Octopops are like,
fuck,
I felt it, but I've been hiding it. But the fact that you can feel it inside the chamber, halfway across the world,
yeah,
is on some different type of level shit. You're a god now.
Yeah, and it was very much of like a son of a bitch. He's gonna run, and then and then so like fast forwarding to like the Madara and Guy fight of just like hilarious plot armor existing in that moment.
Yes.
Is like, oh shit, you just caved my chest, back and ankles into one location.
Oh, put a hole in my chest too.
Yeah, put a hole in my chest. I was like, whoo, you almost killed me, you motherfucker. Like, if it wasn't for plot armor here, then I would have been dead.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that Guy flinched and closed his eyes on the last hit, causing him to die, Madara would have been dead. Madara would have been dead. And then for him to say, I now acknowledge you, the strongest man in history. Did Hashirama not do the same shit for 30 years?
He said taijutsu user.
I understand that. But he even acknowledged that with his strength of taijutsu, he was able to use jutsu.
Fair.
Was Hashirama not doing that for 30 years?
But he already acknowledged that. He already was like, yeah, I already know Big Dog could do that. But like, Hashi was like, it was like, oh, hey, the prodigy person getting the next level of highest grading. Like, we already knew that. Yes, he's great or whatever. Yeah. But we have the proverbial lowest rung dude just hit the valedictorian of things, because the man literally said, you know what? I'm gonna move so fast.
Yeah. And Rock Lee's like following him still in the background.
Yeah,
like during that entire fight, Rock Lee's watching, crying, but he's keeping up with the fight.
Yeah, neck is broken
and
though.
Like, I can't keep up.
Neck is broken. See, I honestly don't think that Lee kept up in the traditional sense. I think he was keeping up in like almost like a sensory sense. Like, he's been with Might for so long, he can recognize Might anywhere. And so he's just tracking the literal chakra trail that is Might Guy at this point, and that's what he's keeping track of. There's no way in hell Lee was like, oh yeah, he's over there. Nope, it's more like that's where he is, okay, yep, like, logically speaking, this is what's happening. And Kakashi was visually trying to be like, nah, dog.
Like, I can see you, but I can't keep up, fam. My eye is going.
Like, I only have half the power.
You know what that scene reminds me of a lot? And it's a different anime, but it's in Dragon Ball Super when Goku's fighting Beerus and got his first god form, and Vegeta's just standing there looking up all the way, trying to focus on the fight, and he can't even see the fight. And Whis is like, I can show you the fight right here. Look. And Vegeta's just like,
nah.
I'm watching, bro.
Pride though. But like later, it still was like he had to sense something, because when Goku falls out and he just like starts plummeting, he's like, ah, shit. All right, hold up. Wait, and caught him.
Yep. He's like, hold on, I gotta track the time. He's like looking for the sun in your eye.
Yep.
Where you
going? For someone who's dropping like dead weight, you're moving a whole lot.
Oh, but yeah, that's just it's comedic relief and it's funny, but and then you get to that fight scene with Madara and Guy, and you just see it's Guy playing ping pong with Madara.
Yeah.
Keeping him one spot, just playing ping pong with him. Like, who are you? I am Guy, bro.
Is like oh, and then like remembering so in like a more subtle hilarity. So back when Tsunade basically accepts the fact that she just took this L from this child and now has to like be leader and be a responsible adult. And she goes into the Hokage's office for the first time, and Konohamaru has booby-trapped the shit out the place because he's like, no, this is my grandpa's, you're not allowed to, like, very, bratty, like, behavior. And she just, shoop, whoop, up, crush. First off, can we acknowledge the fact that she literally stomped out an explosive? Like, I've never thought I would see an explosive get curb stomped, but here we are. She did.
Like, what are her heels made out of, first of all? That she curb stomped a paper bomb explosive.
Yeah, she was just like, boop, all right. I was like, chakra be damned. Like, I know she used it, but chakra be damned. You still stomped out an explosive. Like, suppressed it. Because that bitch should have still exploded, like, everywhere.
Meanwhile, any other episode of Naruto, one paper bomb blowing up the entire city?
Like, absolutely. It was like, okay, either them feet do some things, or
plot armor.
And so she does all of that just to like reach past him and grab a book. Like, she just did not give a fuck about Konohamaru. And I was like,
she wasn't even looking at him. She just,
the most dastardly thing. And I was laughing so hard because she was like, she's not even trying, guy. Like, it's not like oh, I'm just feeding into it because he's a child. She's like, no, it literally is just in the way in this moment. And it's just a reflex that I've just disarmed all of this. And you're just like, she woke up. Oh, I gotta go get a drink of water. And then just.
Yeah.
Blah. Oh, here it is. Okay.
I'm going to be the first one to bring this up. It's going to be a Boruto related one, even though I don't like Boruto. But going back to your Sakura comment, Sakura, trained by the 5th Hokage. The strongest Hokage, technically before Naruto and after the 3rd, Hashirama's granddaughter, right? Great Ninja War, we get to see her medical prowess. Sakura top of the charts over Shizune, who's been by Tsunade's side for 30 years, by the way.
Yeah.
How's a new student top my prodigy, you know? But to never actually see her fight until the three of them get back together to form Team 7, for then her to be cut off into the Kaguya fight.
Yeah.
And then still not be used for a fight. But then we get into Boruto. And she fights Shin Uchiha, by the way, another clone created by Orochimaru. All right? And all his Uchiha White Zetsu kids created by Orochimaru. For her to be, after giving birth to Sadara, still living the life of like a house mom, folding clothes, to get into that fight and see her daughter get her ass beat accidentally, for Sakura to come out and destroy Shin Uchiha, to finally see her physical prowess from what Tsunade taught her, to then going, are you okay? Like, how did you beat an Uchiha? And then you remember, oh wait, her husband's the Uchiha. So between Naruto ending and Sadara being born, Sasuke trained Sakura. If you see any Sharingans or any different eyes coming your way, this is what you need to do. And so he trained her like protocol.
Yeah, which that's.
But then you never see it again.
Of course not, because they hate women.
Like the next 3 arcs of Boruto, you never see Sakura fight again. It's just Boruto, Mitsuki, Sadara, Naruto, Konohamaru, and don't even get me started on Konohamaru and Sasuke. They nerfed that motherfucker, and it's so wrong. It's so wrong.
They nerfed so many people in Bards. They nerfed Gaara, they nerfed Choji, they nerfed they nerfed all 3 of the siblings. They nerfed Gaara, Tamari, and Kankuro. Like they basically, anyone that would have progressed to be at any level of renown got nerfed, because no, we can't have our poster boys outshined and normalized, because, you know, the literal, you know, demigod reincarnates have been fucking about, and like is whatever. This is actually like a tidbit of like, so this is a bonus into the episode, so if you watch in right order, you'll see this. So the seriousness of like wings coming out, and so it's like we finally get Choji's see the wings of like basically the wings of destiny for his whole clan, like the thing that we're all waiting to see is clan, and then you just go put him back as a couch potato. What he finally,
and his daughter can use the wings without eating a pellet. Right.
He finally got control of it to the point he can do it naturally like he's supposed to, and it's so ingrained in him that his daughter now has the ability to do it, and only being half of the bloodline, which means that definitely was Choji's genes of, you know, that was the chakra, that was him. Couch potato.
To him being literally nobody in the village, just walking around with his
wife, who they make seem like is not sure why she's with him and had a whole ass child. What do you mean? I don't know. Maybe because he was a fucking ass whooper of ass whoopers. Like, what?
She fell in love with the warrior from the 4th Great Ninja War, not the guy sitting on the couch. Boruto, what the fuck happened?
Right, yeah, I understand it's more of a time of like peace or whatever, but it's the world is still in shambles in the sense of like people are still trying shit. So it's like, yes, we may not be out in an all-out war, but all of the big dogs should still be out doing missions and shit. Like,
yeah, like, and this is where I kind of say in the self-defense for that, because when you start off Naruto, the first character they introduce you to is the 3rd Hokage. He starts the story. He tells you long ago. So, and then they show you the fight with the Nine-Tailed Fox, and of course, then we find out later Minato was there. But they show you how strong this guy is, that he takes on his prodigy during the Chunin exams. Okay, for them to go into Boruto and be like, We nerfed Naruto, we nerfed Sasuke, we nerfed Konohamaru. The kids are prodigies, but all the grown-ups that should be in their prime, nah, there's no more war. It's peace, tranquility. We nerfed them. Okay, so then who's going to stand up for the kids that aren't prodigies when, let's say, the Utsuki show up again?
Right.
Oh, okay, we got to answer that. Boruto's now the god killer. Instead of his dad, it's Boruto. Well, Naruto didn't kill a god by himself. It took multiple people, and they didn't kill her. They sealed her away.
Yeah.
But you have a kid literally killing a god, and then it gets cursed. Yeah. Like, hello, when the first Great War happened, who stepped up for these kids? The third Hokage. He's like, hold up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's been a while since I've dusted these off. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when they do flashbacks to every other war, who was the first one to step in? Oh, Minato. The war just started, but I'm already here 10 minutes before the fight, so I can stop what's going on.
Yep.
Hashirama. Oh, no. All of you go back home. Great Forest and Blow emergence. Save the world. Right before Hiruzen becomes Hokage. My entire troop. I know I asked you to go fight with me in this war against the Uchihas. But you don't have to fight no more. Danzo, Hizurin, go home. Oh, by the way, Hizurin, you're the Uchiha. You're the Hokage. Jumps into the line of action, kills himself, saves the entire... The Hokage sacrifice themselves. Then you have Naruto coming up and getting his ass kicked in the tuning exams for Sasuke to have to jump in to fuse their power together to stop one Utsuki member.
Yeah, like, it makes
I'm
no
sorry.
sense. It's no sense.
What?
It's so...
It takes
so
two to be one?
Yeah. It's so bad. It's so bad. And
yeah,
they were...
That's funny right there.
And what was even funnier in regards to it, it's like, we were starting to get glimpses of the nerfing in, like, the war. Like, in the war.
Yeah.
And I think Gaara was the first one, right? So, you get one, and, like, in, Ninetales, like, Kui, he ends up confirming this later on, later, like, in Boruto, he ends up confirming, like, this, like, concept that the tailed beasts do, like, give their Jinchuriki power, but they're basically the hindrance, right? Like,
yeah,
them being together is actually worse off for both party members involved than it is being combined, right? So, you know, Gaara gets Shukaku, you know, ripped out. They weren't friends to begin with. That's fair, because that little Tanuki, you know, he was an asshole. And so, you know, he gets ripped out, and we go through the whole process. We get Gaara back, right?
Yes.
And now Gaara is basically uninhibited, right? Like, he doesn't have this, you know, jackass who's feeding off of his sadness and rage because everyone keeps trying to off him, and he's literally a baby. He's like, I like, my uncle hates me, my siblings hate me, my dad hates me, my cousin hates me, the guy down the street hates me, the cabbages hate me, the, like,
stepbrother, my stepsister hate me.
Like, yeah, everybody, like, hates me, and I'm like, I don't know why. I just got here, like, I'm new to this. Like, why does everyone hate me? So he's just running around sad boy, and so then you get the little jackass coming out and being like, you know, Dark Kermit being like, rampage. And it's just like, and then he takes over and starts rampaging. So you finally have, like, Gaara's, like, fully, like, in control of his body, fully in control of his power. He, you know, the Great War comes, and he goes up against his daddy, right? And here comes Big Dog Dad being like, there was a reason why I was, you know, the Mizukage, because, you know, my power is unique. And he's like, yeah, that's cool, Dad, whatever. But also, fuck your shit. Like,
run your pockets, fam.
It was like, run these hands. Like, I got some shit to settle with you, right? And then they, you know, Dad thinks he has the big drop on him, being like, oh, you know, I got him, whatever. And then we have, like, the giant sand protector, and it's his mom. And then he has, like, the epiphany. It was like, oh, it wasn't Shukaku that was the reason why your powers. I was like, you dumbass bitch. What do you mean you didn't realize it was your wife's power that would always protect him? She literally was holding on with the last bit of breath she had to the tiny little bean baby that was born, and made sure.
And really engraved, gave him a Horcrux that said love.
Right, like she basically gave him a delayed like I love you so much it's going to physically show up on your forehead.
Yep.
No one else knows why this is there. No, it's like what do you mean it was your wife? Like, how dumb were you?
Yep. But I also want to say when they finally introduced that scene, it was like a sort of a sad, happy moment.
Yeah.
Because they did all of that for Naruto, too. Like, Gaara went through all this trouble, and then at the very end, his mother's chakra came out and protected him. I know it's plot armor, but his mother's chakra came out and protected him. Just like how, when Naruto's fighting the Nine Tails, who shows up? Kushina. And saves him.
Right.
And then when the Nine Tails are about to break out against Pain, who saves up? Minato. And saves him. Who got both in one fight? Gaara. Gaara got to see his reanimated father go through redemption, and then his mother saved him. We didn't get to see a flashback of his mom, except it was all flashbacks of everything that happened in his mind from his youth. But, like, being able to see his mom talk to him one more time.
Right.
I love you. And then the sand just, gold sand beamed down him. Like, brother.
Right. It was so good.
The cherry on the fucking cake.
But that was the first sign of the nerfing, right? Because it went downhill from there. It should have went uphill from there. Like, he should now be able to pull some sand equivalent of Great Emergence. Like, I should be able to move the village. It's gonna take a lot out of me, but I should be able to just, take the city and move it somewhere else.
Yeah, right? But with all that power that he had, even without Shikaku creating that giant mausoleum, the seal, him advancing to get gold sand, and now he carries gold compressed sand lighter than a feather on him. Like, I'm sorry. There was no nerf there. You should have made him, like, literally, I can terraform the world now if I wanted to.
Yeah. Like, I should be...
Really, like, nah, he controls regular sand again.
Yep, it was like, he controls regular sand, we're gonna give him a bowl cut like Lee, and we're gonna make him completely
My wife hates
awkward.
his haircut.
Yeah, I hate his haircut too! Gaara is my second favorite character.
He said...
Right, because she understands. And then they made him the most socially awkward or whatever. He had so many people who, like, so many, like, the girls who were trying to figure out how to be in that man's world just to be like, talk to me. And you mean to tell me that after, and I understand, Gaara doesn't fully understand the whole concept of, like, relationships or whatever, but after a point of, especially with, like, Tamari getting married and, like, Kankuro, does Kankuro have a love interest? I don't know.
Kankuro is not married from what the manga because the manga stopped being written from anime, but he does have a son.
Okay.
His son is one of the kids on the squad with Gaara's son, or Gaara's adopted son, the one who can use the third Mizukage's genjutsu of metal sand, metallic sand.
Okay.
And
wait,
then
that's Kankuro.
There's another.
Or no.
Huh?
Because I've seen like a clip of the one which looks like it's like he wears it like a cloak.
Yeah, he wears it like a cloak. Yeah,
okay.
He wears his puppet like a cloak. It's like a sheet type of thing. But he also has Black Ant. Kankuro gave him Black Ant.
Nice.
And what I like about his ability is he can do string like Kankuro, but because the technology you mentioned earlier, he uses a gaming pad to control his puppets.
That's great.
Like, he uses a controller, and when he's down to nothing, he uses his fingers, and he's faster.
That yeah.
But yeah, so Kankuro has a son. He wears the purple bar just like Kankuro did back in the day, but he has a black cloak and wears it over him. Then you have Gaara's son who also wears the paint like Kankuro with Gaara's signature, and then he wears a black cloak too that's made of all sand. And then you have the girl on their team who I thought was like Tamari, but is not related to Tamari because Tamari's son is
I
forgot his name. Sorry. She could die. Thank you. She could die. But Gaara did say he adopted 2 kids. So I assume that girl is his other adopted kid.
Right. Okay. At least
But that's
he has
why I was
kids,
saying
'cause
Gaara's in love with Naruto too, because Gaara never married. He just adopted.
they made him not married. Like they made, because like what was it? It was like one of the 3 of like Tamari's like fangirls, right?
Yeah.
She adored him.
All 3 of them did. They were all over him.
Right, but like the main one was because she had ended up training with him because they're all close in age. So it's like she ended up training with him. She gained, that was the only woman or like female that would have had a genuine connection with Gaara that would have grown as time went on, because she's just like, oh my god, he's doing all these things for everybody. He's doing, like, he is maturing and looking out for everyone. You cannot tell me that he, especially Tamari would have okayed the shit out of that and been like, all right, Gaara, here's your girlfriend. And Gaara would have just been like, what? And Tamari is just like, this is your girlfriend now. Like, you better treat her right. And just out of instinctual fear of his sister, he's just going to be like, okay. And then becomes like the greatest husband ever. Like,
yeah, facts. But no, I adopt 2 kids and I don't have a wife in the future.
Yeah, I don't get a wife in the future.
That's another thing. They never go into it, and I know it's because the manga's not canon. The writers quit writing, and the show's different from the manga because the show writers write the show. Lee had a wife. Lee no longer has a wife. He has a son. What happened to Lee's wife?
Yeah.
There's no war. How she died? Did she get sick? Did she die during childbirth? Nobody explains anything. And nobody tells Metal Lee what his mom... Because he asks, what is my mom like? And Rock Lee's just like...
Yeah. Well, that answers that question. It ain't Tintin.
Right, like, why didn't you make it 10-10? I know she was in love with Neji, but Neji died, and Rock Lee was there for her at the very end. Why couldn't you just ship them together?
Well, and it wouldn't have even been like a forced thing, because it was like, yes, it was a very much like a Sakura, like Sasuke thing or whatever. So same thing with Ino. And this is why people were like confused why she ended up with like Sai. And I was like, it's not weird. At one point, Ino finally hit where she was like, I'm tired of being second best or viewing myself as second best. I'm trying to be the first pick. And then she's on her own, because it's not like Sai was just watching her the whole time or whatever. Sai comes in after, that whole debacle with Danzo lets up. He gets to be a person now. And so who does he run into? The other person who understands the concept of gaining your own self-identity.
Yep.
There you go. You got someone who understands you fundamentally and has no other interest in any other woman. Like, you were his first choice, and that's what you wanted. You wanted to be the first pick. You get to be naturally the first pick. Here we are, right? And that's why I love that thing of being, it was like, oh, is this what people do, like, at weddings to get together? I was like, they're probably thinking the same thing about us. Like, it's weird that, like, they got together. It's like, yeah, they're probably thinking the same thing about us. And they're like, she's like, wait, what do you mean? Completely forgetting the fact that, like, Sai's, like, the weird one. Like,
that Sai is the guy who is trained to be an assassin with no emotion, no empathy, no personality, wears a crop top and short shorts, and is just like, yeah, I'm him. Because I was told to be him.
I was told to
now
be him.
Going, I know how to smile. I have a wife, and I don't call Sakura a big forehead girl anymore. Because I've learned my lesson.
Because I figured it out.
He understands. He's awkward, but he understands.
Yes, that's what it's like, and it was a natural, like, growing thing, and, like, the same with, like, Tamari and Shikamaru. Like, every other, like, matchup was, like, this natural progression of, like, a true connection between them. And you mean to tell me my boy Gaara can't get nobody? Oh, okay. All right.
And another thing, too. Kiba, if I remember correctly, in the manga, there was somebody from his clan, they're not related, but there was somebody from his clan who showed a love interest for Kiba, and in Boruto, Kiba doesn't have a wife either. Shino doesn't have a wife. But there is a bug. There's a bug kid. There's a kid who uses bugs from the Aburame clan, but that kid has no parent. Like, they don't tell you who his parents are.
Right.
So is he related to Shino? Like, is that another cousin?
Yeah.
Like, who is this Aburame clan kid that nobody mentions ever?
Absolutely. But
Like,
Shino not
kids
having
in
somebody
Boruto-
makes sense. He just didn't like people.
There's just kids in Boruto that never get a full story, and there's new clans that never get full details. Like, there's a kid walking around dressed as Kakashi, but is not Kakashi's son. So who is he?
Who the fuck is he?
Why is he dressed as Kakashi?
Yeah.
Why has he got one mask on, white eye covered, white hair, same voice too? If he's not Kakashi's kid, then somebody out there is a stalker and wants their kid to be Kakashi.
Yeah. So,
Just saying.
so
Then we have the kid who can use the Beatles. No, but no mention of the Aburame clan. Then you have the girl who can use the Infinity Cat that can control people's mind. Who is she?
Who are you?
What clan is this? Because I could have sworn there was only 5 clans in the Naruto village. You have the Yugas, the Yakamanas, the Harunos, Uchiha, and the Senju.
Yep. There's so many answers that need to be given. And
like, I'm sorry, Boruto just gets me so mad when you think about it in the end of the deep lore. Like, you guys aren't giving us answers. You're just writing shit.
Yeah. We need more movies because we used to get great answers in the movies.
Speaking of movies, did you hear the creator, the original writer of Naruto, has finished the 4 unreleased special episodes of Shippuden? The ones that come after the wedding. The ones that, like, introduce the story.
Right.
They are officially finished and they're animated. There is no release date yet. He's waiting.
Bastard.
But there's 4 episodes of Naruto Shippuden that were never released, that were supposed to be released in 2023, that are going to be released this year sometime.
Okay.
So hopefully they fill in the blanks at the very end of the last episode, episode number 4, they fill in the blanks to Boruto. Hopefully. But also, if not, just give me the ending to Shippuden. I want those 4 episodes.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Give me those last 4 episodes.
Yeah. I need the 4. I need it.
I read that 3 days ago, that the writer came out in an interview and was like, we have finished voicing, animating, and dubbing the 4 Naruto special episodes that were never released 2 years ago. I can't say when they're going to be released, but we have finished and they are ready, and I'm telling you, you won't be let down. And I was like, please just tell me you're ending it right. Please just tell me you're ending it right.
Tell me you're ending it right. Yeah, it's...
Like, to have 4 episodes of Naruto Shippuden come out after this many years, brother, it's like, why don't you just remake the show like One Piece did? No offense. Because they have a One Piece now, the new animation that remasters all of their tales in a shortened... It's like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay.
One Piece, the One Piece. They should just give us the Naruto.
The Naruto. I would see... No, I don't think that would, like, work well for me specifically because, like, I enjoyed all of the filler stuff, unlike in, like, One Piece where it was just kind of, like, whatever. All of the filler...
Yeah, we know how we feel about One Piece.
Yeah, we all know how I feel about One Piece. But all of the... And, like, you know, the obvious bias I have for Naruto. But...
Yep.
The fillers gave you an increased understanding of the main stuff. Same thing with Bleach.
Yep.
And that's why, like, for, like, the Zanpakuto arc, which I think is, like, one of the, like, the most hated, like, filler arcs of the Bleach community, I'm like...
That one and the Arrancar. People hated the Arrancar. The vampire arc people, they fucking hated those people.
And so I'm just like, okay, but... why are you mad that we're getting a better explanation and really so, because later on, hopefully there's no spoilers for anybody because you should have caught up with Thousand Blood War by now.
10 years later.
Like, that, when their Bankais were taken from them.
Mm-hmm.
if you didn't explain what the essence of the Bankai was in some aspect before you get the explanation, a better and deeper explanation of it in Thousand Year Blood War, it wouldn't make any fucking sense.
Correct.
Like, you got the big dog over here being like, I'm the reason why Zanpakutos even exist, and this is what they actually are, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Then why can the people get taken if they're supposed to be this thing? Like, oh, hey, they're their own beings. That's why. They're, like, yes, they're started, like, they're formed based off of the Soul Reaper and their connection they're made, but they become their own beings and have their own personalities. The Zanpakuto are showed that so well of being like, hey, here's their individual personalities, which happen to be like the flaws of the Soul Reaper. So it's like, you know, you had Horimaru, who's like, his whole shtick is just like, I'm this great power, and I just want someone who is worthy of wielding me. That's literally Toshiro's insecurity of him, of people thinking that he's not worthy to being a captain. That was beautiful, right? Then you had, what was her name? The lieutenant, Toshiro's... Rangiku and Momo. They're, like, it's, again, their insecurities as what they don't want to, you know, face, but then they had to face it. It was like, okay, yeah, this is, you think about this more than you realize, and then they come to terms with that, and they're like, yeah, like, I am like that. And then they comfort each other in being that. It was like, hey, your thought process of it, like, I get it, but as someone from that side that you think is so coveted, it's like, we want what you have. Like, we're wanting to be seen like that. It's like, we are, like, the same coin here, just two sides. Like, we want both. Like, we want to be, you know, that youthful, energetic, like, view, but also we don't want people treating us like we don't know nothing.
Correct.
Beautiful, beautiful. And then you had on the flip side with, Momoko, where his Zanpakuto is just freaking the fuck out. His Zanpakuto thought it was his fault. And so he's panicking, trying to get back to, is like, did I do something wrong? Did I get abandoned? Like, I didn't want to leave my Soul Reaper. I just got kicked out of my house. That gives you so much more to the show of your own lore.
Did I ever get to show you my Zanpakuto from the last day of MegaCon? Because we got to meet.
No.
I got Captain Hitsugaya's.
Ah. Ah, very nice. Very, very nice. Real blade, right?
Hitsugaya's Zanpakuto.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, I got Zangetsu in the closet.
Just in case you're posting this to YouTube later, YouTube, this is fake.
It's a prop.
This is a prop. Yeah, this is the prop Zanpakuto. I wasn't gonna spend $240 on a metal one.
Yeah, no.
This was 120.
Yeah, it's the prop ones. Yeah,
I love it, bro.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Of course, I love Bleach, but Hitsugaya and Byakuya are my favorite.
I had Kaname's, my prop one for Kaname, for my Kaname cosplay. I had it, but it has long since bit the dust for, you know...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Use and wear. And then I have a metal one of Zangetsu.
Oh, Zangetsu.
Tensa.
Hey, side note, I have 5 more minutes because I have to get dressed to go take kids to therapy.
That's perfect, because I was trying to, like, find a nice ending, because the wife had called me earlier, and I was like, I'm recording, so I want to call her back. You
should have told me. You should have told me. We could have cut recording and scheduled later or something.
Well, I got another recording later. That's why.
Oh, heard. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm just letting you know I have 5 minutes left.
But yeah. So, all right. Well, perfect. We'll come to an end here. So, what would be some parting words for the viewers?
Make sure to subscribe or follow DragonsFury on wherever you're hearing this podcast or video or audio at. Make sure to show the love, like, comment, share, subscribe. But most importantly, don't watch Boruto unless you want to watch fight scenes. Watch Naruto. Watch all the fillers for the retcon. And stay blessed. Naruto's the best anime in the world.
Yeah, it's great. We love it. So that is another fun bonus episode, guys. Again, as I say in every episode, I do this because you guys watch my videos. I see the view count go up. I see the varying older episodes counts go up. I do check that. I have nothing better to do with my life. So keep the numbers up. The more episodes will come out. We are sitting at 165-esque videos on the YouTube channel now. Those are just the ported ones over. Remember, we have our Patreon catalog, so that's a whole set of other stuff that you guys are missing. So if you got a couple shekels that you can throw our way, we got a bunch more content for you to make it worth your while. Till the next video, we love you, and we'll see you then.